This forecast is powered by Comfort Now, comprehensive heating and cooling solutions for Atlantic and Cape May counties.
All right, guys, first thing I want to show you is our Glen Insurance Scam overlooking Absecon and Route 30 into Atlantic City a little bit earlier on this afternoon, and a big difference versus where we were just 24 hours ago as we kind of like eradicate the sunny, crystal clear blue skies from the area and we replace it all with clouds, and that's going to be the case going into tomorrow and especially on Saturday. Not a bad day out there, though. I did enjoy myself. 45, our official high temperature at the airport in Millville. The Atlantic City International Airport data is not coming in. Dew point of 24, west-southwest winds at just a few miles an hour, and that is why we have those high clouds out there. Warmer air is coming in from the southwest. It's overriding the cold that's already in place, and you get those clouds. No rain from those clouds, no rain going into tomorrow, but late tomorrow night and Saturday, we're certainly going to be looking at some adverse weather conditions. 30 right now in Scranton, 35 for Philadelphia, 37 in Atlantic City, 33 in Pittsburgh, and 38 down in Charleston, West Virginia. Zooming in and taking a look at these temperatures closer to home, you see that everybody is pretty much uniform in the low and mid 30s at this hour. Tonight, we're going to fall down to about 28. The clouds are going to continue to increase, so we'll call it kind of like an overcast night for sure, but that number's not too shabby, especially when you take into consideration this is going to be the first night all week we are not dropping down into the teens. Clouds continue to filter in. Winds are kind of light and variable. No big issues there. A period of cloudy skies by tomorrow morning, mainly west of Hamilton. And generally, I think there will be a few more clouds and sun, but you'll get in on a period of partly sunny skies, and then the clouds are going to really thicken up by tomorrow night. Opening the door and heading outside tomorrow morning, a decent mixture of clouds and sun. Temperature starting off in the lower 30s, an OR factor of a 5, and our sun is coming up a little bit sooner and going down a little bit later. 49 to 50, partly cloudy, a comfortable day overall. I'm liking where we go. I'll be out there jogging and exercising outside because it's going to be a nice day. Now, temperatures on Saturday have the potential to get into the middle 50s, but we're looking at rain and wind, especially for the front half of the day, up until about 12 or 1 o'clock, and then things should start to improve through the day. So you don't have to write it totally off. Late day and evening, you'll be much better. Now, this storm system coming through isn't particularly strong. It's about 1,000 millibars, or at least that's what it's going to be modeled at. To put that into perspective, if you're looking for a strong nor'easter type thing, you want to look at, say, sub 990 or sub 980. That's when it really starts to get going, when you have storms in the 970 millibar range. So we're not looking at that, but we are looking at high winds. Well, why? Why is that possible? Well, the storm in and of itself isn't going to produce that, but we have something else helping it along. It's high pressure up to our northeast, and the difference in pressure between these two systems brings the isobars very close together, and when that happens, we end up with this wind tunnel effect, and we call it a pressure gradient. And the onshore flow starts tomorrow, light winds. Winds will start to pick up on Saturday morning, and Saturday afternoon they'll be at their peak, but they'll be northeast, east, and eventually southeast, all the while pushing more water towards the coast, and that's going to exacerbate the flooding potential. It's a quick moving storm. By Sunday, it's out of here. In fact, I think Sunday is looking like a nice day. It looks like the rain is going to move in just after midnight on Friday. And then the heaviest is probably between 6 and 10 o'clock in the morning. And then it'll gradually, slowly start to make its way out of here up into New England. We do have a coastal flooding concern, obviously, all right? We've been talking about this since actually the weekend. I posted my thoughts on it on Sunday, and I haven't backed away from that thinking. Now, is this going to bring us major tidal flooding? No. It's not even going to bring moderate to most of the area. There is one region that I'm watching very closely, and I'll show you that in a second, that could potentially, if this thing were to overperform, there's some wiggle room to get into the moderate flood stage. So for the folks down in southern Cape May County, the Wildwoods, Cape May itself, I would prepare as if you're getting moderate flooding and obviously hope for less. Barnegat Light looks like your solid minor at about 3.8 feet. Atlantic City, also solid minor. This is the kind of situation where, yeah, Black Horse Pike, White Horse Pike will likely be closed off, Dorset Avenue and whatnot, but staying underneath of moderate. And the Ocean City chart's not coming up for whatever reason, but you too look to be in solid minor tidal flood stage. Cape May, 7.1 is where we're forecasting. 7.2 is the number to cross over into moderate. So very close there. And it really comes down to if that area of low pressure goes right over our heads, because if it does, that actually allows for some natural rise and you could get the tides a little bit higher than that. So obviously, again, we're going to hope for lower, but it doesn't hurt to prepare as if you were getting moderate flooding. So minor up and down the coast. Cape May, best opportunity to get close to moderate, and we're looking at between 7:30 and about noon, and then the tides will start to recede and we will get rid of those road closures and the detours out there. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It's at Nor'easternick. You can also go to my website, nor'easternick.com, to stay ahead of it all. 7-day forecast. Look at this. Sunday's nice. Monday's nice. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, pretty decent, middle 40s, partly sunny skies. A lot like this past week, just a little warmer.